Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to King's Quest Chapter 3. So, let's see, if I hit play, we can just hop into Chapter 3 and start.
I began my knighthood in Daventry with nothing to my name except a feather in my cap, a cape for my back, and an appetite for adventures.
So now we're back.
Questing led me to recover King Edward's magic mirror, and he rewarded me with his throne.
What point in the story are we in then? Like, I thought I was going to... The first part of that sentence told me that we were going to play right after we'd done Chapter 1. We started the knighthood. And then the second part of that sentence told me I've already done all of that and I'm already the king. So I have no freaking clue at what point in the story I am in. And I'm not getting any real context clues. So I looked at the achievements for Chapter 2, and there most definitely is an achievement for not letting anybody get sick and die in the jail cell section. So, yes, you could have done it. Would anybody have actually done it on their first try? No. Is it really worth doing? I don't think so. So, I just want to kind of forget Chapter 2. Let's just try to see if we can start anew.
I hid a flawed but charming kingdom, and I worked tirelessly to restore the land to its former glory.
This is weird. This is like we're walking through a pantomime of the same place. So these three rocks are the same rocks, and notice my hat changes to the crown. And it's raining. So Chapter 2 is this kind of raining section, I would guess. And you can see these three plants are...
Trellis look better over there. Over there, really.
This is strange. Well, if I leave this here, I don't think the rain will get on it.
Or here. Hey, I'm flexible.
I don't even know what I'm doing, though. Like, does this inherently change the game? Switching back and forth? Like, I don't even think I'm in a story. I'm more in the summation of stories.
I had grown into the king I'd always wanted to be.
Wow, that is a different look for him.
The Daventry I had shaped, something still felt like it was missing.
This seems like now, instead of the lovable kind of silly King Graham that I expected to see the whole time, now it feels like the previous version, if we can just run back. Even when he was king, is he like 18 years old here? 14? Like, is he really just a child and then he had his growth spurt? And I mean, unless there was some magical influence here, this is a very, very drastic change. Owls. And he...
No! There is absolutely no way that could be right. There's no way that could have happened. I was too invested in that owl. I must have missed a detail in the story.
So, King's Quest 4, 5, one of the games did have an owl that looked exactly like that, that would talk to you and give you hints and help you. And I feel like in this reboot they're trying to include some things that probably could have come about more naturally. I'm a little bit to the point where I'm questioning whether there might be So can I now use the shovel on some things?
That trellis looks better over there.
I think there's just like this weird time mechanic that we were doing. Where I walk in.
I forgot one small detail. I began my knighthood in Daventry with nothing to my name except a feather in my cap, a cape on my back, an appetite for adventures, and a small shovel in my pocket.
Ah. And so now I can dig up here.
Buried in the soil was a tiny, spiniferous thorn seed.
Thorn seed.
No treasure there. A tiny acorn had been planted in the dirt.
So now can I put the thorn seed?
Like a great spot for a spiniferous thornweed plant to thrive.
And then
I planted that miniature acorn in the ground, a way to commemorate new beginnings.
this is an interesting, different way to do an adventure. And I appreciate these new attempts, although I kind of am upset with the previous attempt in the past chapter, and I guess I'm going to keep on complaining about it, so things are different now. Because unlike regular point-and-click adventures in the previous game, in the previous chapter, well, in regular point-and-click adventures, you have a 100% chance, if you get to the end of the game, of collecting 100% of the important items and having all of the interactions. I was able to beat Chapter 2 while missing out on what I would classify as significant.
Over there, really?
Significant amounts of
Or here. Hey,
of gameplay. Not probably even an hour, but maybe 30 to 40 minutes of gameplay elements and interactions were missed out on. So here we can see this tree lets them nest here.
something's still missing in this bird brain equation. I'll try again.
Nice pun. Now we don't know specifically, and the rock just fell on it anyways.
No, I didn't abandon that owl family. I found a way to save their son.
See, this almost feels like the memory and all of that did occur just like this. That he had some magical power to go back in time. Which honestly I wouldn't be upset with. Like, I really would not be unhappy if the game told me that every time he failed, every time he died, he could go back in time. That would have been really nice in Chapter 2 if we could have done that after each day. There seemed like in Chapter 2 there was also an achievement if you just went to sleep twice in a row without doing anything. So this time I probably will get it to work. This thorn plant will grow up, and with the trellis in the right place, it will hopefully
That trellis looks better over there.
stop this weasel. But what if this was all the game? What if this is just like 10 minutes of gameplay?
The family of chirping owls brought a smile to my face, but anguish to my heart. My kingdom was thriving, but I was alone. Who was I building this Daventry for?
So I think we're going into a romance section, and this was just the beginning puzzle. It feels like these puzzles were thought up and then they didn't really know where in the story or what story was going to go around them. Either that or maybe these are puzzles directly from previous Sierra games, but I don't think so. That wouldn't make a lot of sense. I don't think you could get an engine to do this. Also, I kind of totally missed that Chapter 2 is almost a direct ripoff of The Walking Dead Telltale game, because there most definitely is a section.
The loneliness of the road that night was only offset by the company of my hungry, rumbling tummy. I headed back to the castle for a bite to eat.
So that's completely separate. Maybe there would have been an achievement for doing that right. And here's a bunch of photos of people on the back of the chairs. Does he have the entire city?
All this food with no one to share it with.
Nobody comes and eats with him?
Oh, how rude of me. Here you go.
Sire, Daventry Decree 74311.
I know. No animals are allowed at the table.
He's the king. Why can't he make new
Did the
decrees?
Hufflepuffs ever respond to my invitation for dinner?
No response. I haven't seen them in a while, actually. Sorry.
You're right. Perhaps the guards would accept an invite for dinner.
Graham, we'd love to. We'd love to, but...
Yeah, Decree 911 to the 23rd power.
Afraid so, sire.
That's an odd name.
Oh, before I forget, Larry, you know I restored the budget for your own personal steed, right?
Oh, right. My own personal steed. Thank you.
Is he...
Well, I suppose I could use the surplus on masking the odor of number 2. No, I mean Royal Guard number 2. He smells like syrup.
It's intolerable, really. It's gotten so bad my helmet fogs up.
You'll get used to it.
You're absolutely right. We should create a dinner guest out of all this extra food. Why didn't I think of that?
This king is going crazy in loneliness, and we can see there's 2 thrones now. He's like, you would think the power and potential money would attract some ladies somewhere. I hadn't thought about that. Maybe the other guy is disabled, and that has to be carried around.
Someone had placed a second throne next to mine as a hint. I bet it was Royal Guard number 2. He was growing old and anxious for Graham kids.
Really? You're using your own name in puns now?
You're right. That pun was chairless.
So we didn't see a setup in this where we met with Gwendolyn. I guess we'll see a cutscene of that later. The official Triumph Bowl.
Such big muscles. Can't believe you had trouble finding a girlfriend.
I worked on those muscles for myself, Gwendolyn. Thank you very much.
Apparently. I guess that would explain it if he's always in the gym working out.
Triumph's old.
So Gwendolyn may have not even met Triumph, depending on how long Triumph lived. Let's see. Let's grab our adventurer hat. Let's grab peas. Give peas a chance. Grab some meat. Any apple, any bread, any candles.
good is all this food with no one to share it with?
Hmm. So, do you want some meat?
Sire, Daventry Decree 74311.
I know. No animals are allowed at the table.
So, he's not at the table. I'm feeding him. Hmm. Get some greens in there too. Don't like greens. Well, I put green beans in there and I can't take it out. Well, he maybe eat the green beans if I mask it with some meat. Yes.
More peas, sire. Apologies. I'm allergic to the lavender.
Take a picture of him. Take a picture of her. There's like only 3 people in your kingdom. You might as well just move them all into the castle. Grab some more peas, some more meat. It seems like there's all system here. Just not exactly sure what it is.
You're absolutely right. We should create a dinner guest out of all this extra food. Why didn't I think of that?
I have no idea how you create a dinner guest out of the few pieces of food. Make a pile of peas and meat. This is a folded napkin. And you can't interact with items. That's the weird thing, is you just don't do it. You don't combine items, which kills a point-and-click adventure's ability to get more complicated than being extremely simple.
Well, would you care to join me for dinner?
Dinner sounds lovely, but I'm only allowed to leave my post in times of distress. Or if that plate of peas needs to be replenished. Oh, I think they went too strong on the lavender again. I can smell the spices from here.
So let's try this.
Now's not the time for that. Round
This.
square hole. You're not fooling me. That's not where that goes.
So
That didn't fit there. That didn't. You're not fooling me. That's not.
there's no leaving this area. And now I've got a coat rack. Is there anything else? Do I put the catwalk there?
That's a good start. What else can we add to her? You're right, she does need a cape.
A purple cape.
What about a hat? What should we use for the face?
So we've got a folded napkin for a hat.
You're right, she does need a cape.
A purple cape.
What should we use for the face?
So the game is giving us some help. Well, let's go with Amaya. She seems to be the most alone. Chester has his wife. Bramble has her husband. So,
You're right, she does need a cape.
A purple cape.
so if I was picking a mate or just a friend in general, I would want to, not evaluating anything else, I would want somebody who doesn't already have friends, just to keep things balanced. It's a silly way of thinking and a simplistic way of thinking, but often in video games, why not go with the simplistic way of thinking? Okay, so I see what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to steal this carpet, and that will make her happier anyway, so we come over here, put the peas in, and he won't eat the peas by himself. Triumph is a picky eater. It's funny that the guard waits until the peas have been eaten, as if King Graham would be willing to eat out of Triumph's bowl. But maybe he would have been. Let's go ahead and get some more food while we're here. And see, now that she stands here, she probably won't sneeze as much. Nice. So here's your purple cape. How you tie a rug like that, I don't know.
What should we name her? No, that's my sister's name. You know that. I'm thinking something that ends in a soft consonant.
It was at that exact moment when the magical mirror called out to me. The mirror showed me a magical reflection of a tower far away in the kingdom of Kaliba. It told me that the princess I would marry was trapped at the very top, waiting for me to rescue her. Wasting no time, I grabbed a beautiful ring from the royal treasury and headed off to save my future wife. Ah, looks like my nursemaids are here. Can you excuse me for half an hour?
You got it, Grandpa.
They're playing the mini game. They've got a dog.
Gwendolyn, it's your move.
Oh.
I believe this is how I won.
I'm honestly not sure. He's probably just distracting the nursemaids with his jokes.
For 4 hours?
Would that really surprise you?
No, I guess not.
So, are you excited for Grandmother's birthday?
I haven't even picked out her present yet.
Mother helped me pick out mine. I'm told it's the perfect gift.
All right, children. Your grandpa is now ready for you. Gwendolyn, he asked to see you first.
There's this weird preference that's going.
Together?
Best not to overwhelm him all at once. Besides, I need God's help with the daily decrees.
Is it alright if we finish this after lunch?
Go ahead. We don't want to keep him from his favorite.
Yeah, there's a weird theme here.
Doesn't have favorite, Scott. He loves each of you in his own special way. Now tidy up and meet me in the throne room. I've got 3 trays of appetizers with your name on them.
Own special way. Doesn't matter. Not with addendum 48677 in the books.
Hmm.
Come on. There's got to be another one in there. Just one more. One last quest. Another notch in my feather. A voyage to Neptune's kingdom. Or a journey through the infinite desert. Please, Mirror. One final adventure.
This has a sad story of how we know this guy's gonna die. King Graham's gonna die.
Ah, just the person I wanted to see.
Are you doing alright?
I am now.
Did they find you the right medicine?
Your company is better than any medicine in those vials. Yeah. Now, come. Sit.
Hmm.
This time, you pick the story. Something with a dragon, perhaps.
Actually, could you tell me more about Grandma? Everyone knows she's a great queen, and she's nice and regal and wonderful. But none of that's helping me pick out her birthday present. I want to get her something really special.
Of course. I suppose there's no better place to start than at the beginning, when my travels led me to the Enchanted Isle.
See, and this is definitely where the chapter should have started. And those puzzles that we've done up to this point, the 25 minutes we've spent playing the chapter 3,
Grandpa,
should have been integrated in the middle.
hasn't everyone in Daventry heard this? Climb that tower, rescue Princess Valenice, fell in love, and lived happily ever after.
Well, fairy tales have a bad habit of simplifying matters of the heart. They weave tales that love just happens easily and with no effort required. The real story is far more exciting than what you've been led to believe.
So she's not going to want to marry him at first, obviously, and so he's going to have to woo her. And so we've got the backstory that's the main game. We've got Gwendolyn's adventures, which are these small little actions per chapter. And then it seems like there might be some trickery or something that's going to happen with the cousin, the boy. And some weirdness that the grandfather is favoring Gwendolyn when and kind of not even liking the boy, and I don't even know why. And there's something about the addendum that this feels like a Manny plot. The main bad guy of the history. I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up again. This is a nice scene. Are they going to do anything with it, or am I just going to walk through it once? Most definitely this engine, the Unreal Engine, can handle this gameplay a lot better than the Telltale tool. But they're having some problems. I feel like the Odd Gentleman just didn't do enough research on point and click adventure games and the mentality behind them and how things work. He's just crawling through like this almost feels like the game specifically was shortchanged on time, and so each one of these scenes, instead of being something that they were going to have a puzzle in them, have now just turned into transition scenes. Like, I'm not controlling him walking now, by the way. Now I am. So that entire travel section, you paid some 3D artists to make 5 screens and do nothing with them. It's just a waste of resources. Unless we come back and do something with them. I'm not sure we do. I'm desperately getting this feeling that this fear that this is going to be an hour-long chapter. Like, I have 3 pictures, and that's it. The meat and the peas disappeared, and the cape and the rug and the napkin and all of that disappeared. And the screen swings, which is, I don't think I've ever seen a Telltale game do that, even just having a camera on a pivot instead of it panning and moving all the way to the right and left. I would also like to know the magical implications of a magic mirror telling you the woman you're going to marry. Is this like, can it see your fate? Was this all really going to happen? Or is it more of a case that the magic mirror is causing it to happen? And there's certainly something spooky in the idea of being fated to fall in love with somebody or marry them. That was part of the problem of the Witcher book series. There's a book called The Last Wish, where the Witcher, Geralt of Rivia, wished that he would always be in love and with this woman, and she just was very terrified by that, because now her feelings of love very possibly are not real, not genuine. This is a strange way to climb up. Okay. Like, is there somebody on the other side pushing these bricks out, or is this just a machine or magic? This is almost like Assassin's Creed. Yeah, and you have to leap before you can see. Let's see, do I want to go up this way or this way? I'll just jump and hope for it. This is a magic tower. Made it kind of obvious which way to go.
I hadn't even met my love, and I was already falling.
Good pun. Yeah, it feels like the Odd Gentlemen really are just playing part of doing an homage to, like, when I go up here.
True love never dies, but Zaz, can it hurt?
I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Like, that's...
Okay.
I must not be seeing something. Let's go left.
This tower is not.
Oops, I did it that time. So if you go up center, it takes them all. If you go up this way, it takes that. If you go up this way, it takes that. So I have to do this, and then that, and then I think I...
Falls to the walls.
So go this way, and then this way, and then that way. I get it now. So the 3 different buttons were telling me what areas were safe to do. Yeah, but this so much feels like Assassin's Creed and not a point-and-click adventure. That would have been a funny cutscene in a point-and-click adventure that was shorter, not an entire action. And so then this becomes some weird action-adventure game that then I have, if I start criticizing the game from that perspective, that would be fun. I wouldn't be surprised if she just pushes him over and out. It's two of them.
Fate brought me to that tower to find my true love. Which one was she? I played with a magic mirror to show me a sign.
Do I have to just pick right now? Is that it? Like, this is a terrible way to pick the queen. I know nothing of their intelligence. I have known very little of their personality. This one seems to me more free wielding and free spirited. I can go by physical attributes. Do I prefer black hair, red hair? This one's a more confident neckline, bigger shoulder pads, smaller shoulder pads. I would assume that this is the older sister of her, if they're related at all. Bigger breast size. Seems like more of an hourglass figure slightly here, but they're both pretty unrealistic hourglass figures. Maybe smaller hips here. Arms fully covered here, slightly free here. So if you're going with the queen, I guess I'll just pick her. Like, although the color palette would be more visually appealing with her, I'm just gonna go for a wise queen. Although I have been trying to do Mr. Nice Guy and Head in the Clouds type thinking, so that would more be in line with her. She might turn out to be a bit of a buzzkill for Graham, because she might be more logical and feet on the ground, where she might be more wild and fun. So let's pick the fun girl. And I wouldn't be surprised if the game switches it on us and we end up with the other one. You just gotta pick who you fell in love with.
Princess, will you marry me?
No.
Don't you believe in love at first sight?
I don't. Well, I do, but not like this. You don't even know me. I don't even know you. You didn't even ask my dad. Please stand up. You're making it worse.
Yes. Well,
That's no way to start a relationship. He's just gonna try the other one.
my one true love.
Well, I might have said yes, but I loathe second place.
So that's no?
Yes. I mean, yes, that's a no.
Well, no bother. We shall now proceed with the rescue mission as planned. Princesses, if you would be so kind as to toss down your long, luxurious golden locks of hair?
You're joking, right? No one's had that hairstyle for decades. Centuries, really.
Please tell me buried inside that ornate cape is a real escape plan. Like a trained eagle, or flying berries, or an adventuring rope.
Adventuring rope?
It'd be nice to have an adventuring rope. Wow. That looks like visual glitches all over the place. I don't even know what would cause that. This oily,
You're a bit of a ropeless romantic,
changing dynamic on the rail there.
Looks like you're stuck here with us.
Some kind of lighting.
In order. My name is...
Earthquake?
Not quite.
Hmm. It's the Babadook. A house with chicken legs. No, not the Babadook. That. No, I think that is the name of it.
Steady that shelf.
Over this way.
Oh, good catch.
Over there if you would.
Run this way. At least they're getting us extra pair of hands.
Lovely. Right there.
To your left.
To the left.
Nice moves. Quick feet.
Oh, I'm having to pick.
I felt like the magic mirror was playing games with my heart.
I didn't even
Wasn't watching
get that I had to pick between one of the girls there.
who my queen was. I needed to relax. I needed to be myself. I needed to help clean up the mess I made.
Ah, there's a shield.
What was this dark magic? An invisible wall guarded the outside world from me. If I wanted to impress the princesses, I would need to find another way to get that vase.
Okay, that explains that weird interaction.
Which princess did you talk to first?
Hmm.
The take-home version of a battle of wits. Huh. I didn't see a spot for board games.
Let's see. Can't pick up.
All I knew how to make was chocolate chip pancakes, and I didn't see any choco chips.
Choco chips, not chocolate chips.
It was cold at the top of that tower.
Hmm.
Hey, were you invited up there?
So is that a bedrooms? I guess.
An unfinished masterpiece. No idea where this belongs.
So I assume this just belongs there. I can't put it up there. Hmm.
Shame. It looked like the loot cracked in the tumble and was in need of a repair. Advanced crosswords, riddles, and puzzles. The whole book was solved already. I wonder who it belonged to.
That looks like a reference to Myst, because there was a puzzle in Myst that had a bunch of squares like that. This feels like,
You didn't say you could go up there.
oops. That's one of them. Let's go ahead and do the other one too.
Don't go up there.
There's a Miyazaki film, was it Howl's Moving Castle, that too.
This puzzle box busted in the fall and could use some fixing.
So here's the weirdness to this is, like, assuming these two are sisters, assuming these two like each other at all, which they seem like they haven't murdered each other yet, and they are in a small enclave. They'd seem to have drawn a line right down the middle. This is her side, this is their side, her side, and maybe they share the cooking and stuff, or maybe she does all the cooking, and maybe she doesn't do anything but painting and art. But then there were two items on the shelf over here, so it doesn't seem like that is an incredibly hard and fast rule that they cannot cross. So, assuming they're on good terms, which is a decent assumption, you don't want to be a jerk to one. You want to be nice to both of them. You want to be on good terms with them. I think his sister would probably take into consideration whether or not you're on good terms with your other sister before she marries you. So now I now have to reevaluate, and I'm just gonna keep focusing on this girl since I've made that first decision. Humans are like that. You make that instant decision and you stick to it and find justifications for sticking to it, even if they weren't immediately apparent.
Hey there. Sorry about earlier. Things got a little weird.
It's alright. We all go a little awkward sometimes.
I'm Graham, by the way. As in King Graham of Daventry. As in King Graham
the brave, the wise, the compassionate. Let's go with compassionate. We're still doing that.
Compassionate.
Compassionate. Lovely. Pleasure to meet you, Graham. I'm known as Niece. As in Princess Niece of Western Kalima.
Is niece short for something?
It is, but only my family calls me by my full name.
Oh. I see.
Yep.
Okay then. So, I should also apologize for forgetting my adventuring rope. I guess nothing was planned in my proposal.
Yes, the adventuring rope. Sorry, I was just joking. Rope wouldn't help us.
It wouldn't?
If there was a way to escape, we would have done it by now. I've tried Pegasus summoning, beanstalk repelling, wishing on magic stars. You name it. V even constructed a hang glider out of sheets and hangers once. Nope. We're all bound to this tower by some outdated wizard spell. You know, one that needs some nonsensical ideal of love to break it.
I knew from reading Courting Queens to Hold Court the importance of a good first impression. I would have to choose my next words carefully.
He's gonna just stutter through something, whatever. I imagine. Do you come here often? It's not a good response. Where are you originally from? What did you study in school? How do you think this is going so far? Let's go study in school in case they haven't been trapped here the whole time. But, I mean, she just told us originally from, and how do I think this is going so far is a weird question. It sounds like something you might say on the date just to keep the conversation going, but the only real response is, well, we just started having interactions, so it's going all right.
What did you study in school?
I didn't. My parents had too many kids to send off to a fancy school, so I followed my own inspiration. Piano, painting, snoot breeding.
What's a snoot?
Just on Monday. And you? Did you attend a traditional school?
I went to night school up north and majored in all things adventure. And minored in creative costuming. Another question, if you'd humor me.
Eastern or Western climate politics. What's your family like? Do you worship the shining stars or the corn grass? What's your favorite jelly bean? Let's ask about the family.
What's your family like?
Huge, loud, very loving, and very rowdy. I'm the middle of 15 kids. Some start a family band. We started an orchestra. What's your family like? Do you know all of them?
My sisters and I are animal people. We've got 2 pet jinxes, a circus of weevils, werehogs, and a miniature chimera.
Interesting. Tell me about your best friend. Seems like the best response here. Like, why are you still single is insulting. What are your ex-suitors like is not probably very useful. You don't want people talking about their exes. Was it difficult growing up poor? I don't even know if she was poor, but if you ask that question, that's insulting too.
who would you say is your best friend?
V, forever and always. We make a good team, and we're always coming up with the craziest of ideas. Well, I come up with the crazy ideas. She just kind of looks at me funny and stares at me blankly. Do you have a best friend?
Oh, well, I have Triumph. He's a great pal, but not much of a talker. Then there's the townspeople, and they're great, but I guess we're not like best friends. Oh, the knights, but they're sort of forced to like me. I guess it's an open position?
That was a nice distraction. Thank you. Perhaps we can continue later, but we really should get back to straightening up.
So, I would say she's not terrible with her head in the clouds. She does seem to maintain a level of normality. She's still cleaning up this mess. She does paint. She does keep the shelves moderately organized. You could see a character, and I've seen real people that are totally just into the fantastical way of thinking, and they can't even maintain their life at all.
Cracked in the tumble and was in need of a repair.
So let's go talk to the other girl.
Hello.
Lady.
I thought perhaps we could have a do-over.
A rematch? Alright.
She's into competition.
Start with your name.
My name? Of course. I'm King Graham of Daventry. King Graham the...
I'm gonna still go with compassionate. I'm not gonna lie and say something different. If I am picking my own title. Now, calling yourself the compassionate very possibly could be ironically done. And a king probably would call himself compassionate and still slaughter his people.
Compassionate.
Compassionate. Nice to meet you, Graham. I'm V, as in Princess V of Eastern Kalima.
So, do you come here often?
So they're two princesses that are friends, not sisters.
It's an
But
embarrassing story, but I'm not one to lie. An old woman bet me I couldn't climb to the top of this tower and beat the record. I'm never one to back down from a challenge.
Did you beat the record?
Of course I did. Crushed it. But now I'm trapped up here. I do hope Dad is not too worried. And that he remembers to change the Leviathan's water.
Leviathan?
So what about you? What brings you here?
Magic Mirror sent me to meet my wife. I was also trying to beat the record. No, let's just tell the truth. Seems like they're giving me a lot of opportunities to lie here.
Magic Mirror told me I would meet the love of my life up here.
Well, that's awkward. But I appreciate your honesty. Now we really should get back to cleaning. We don't have much more time.
Much more time to what? What's going on?
The sparkly purple book had a winged Pegasus on its cover. Perhaps one of the princesses would know where it went.
The hidden magical world. Is there something else to pick up over here? So am I supposed to give items to who I think own them? Let's see. Let's try this.
I'll finish it someday. Until then, it goes over there. Appreciate it.
Now let's, before we do anything else, see what happens if we show the photos.
Round peg, square hole.
Nothing. Okay, good. Then let's just do this back and forth. I'm pretty sure the Battle of Wits is hers.
My dad and I used to play this game for hours. It goes on that shelf.
And I don't want to mess up, so I'm not going to show something that seems pretty obviously wrong to the other person.
The hidden magical world. Each page brings me more joy than the last. Can you put that over there?
Hmm.
Very nice.
And so
Margot, perhaps they know what the kitchenware.
seems like we keep finding more and more things to pick up and put
I
back.
read that at least 3 times a year. Could you put it back over there?
Hmm. So back on the bookshelf. Honestly, they both need a better system for a moving castle. Like nunchucks, bone nunchucks.
Some sort of nunchuck made of bone. At least it was a self-sustainable business model.
So I wouldn't be surprised if both of these were made by her, but I'm gonna assume it's the bongos go to her and the nunchucks go to the other.
My bongos! Oh, V says these are nothing but treble. Can you put them back over there?
So they are letting me cross the line.
Thank you.
There's an acorn nut. And we'll probably find a reason to use that later.
What can I say? As an only child, I was in constant need to keep myself entertained.
See, so she's an only child. We know now that they're not related, but they're friends from different sides of the what would you call it? Their city. Let's use this to get this.
Wow, not too shabby. Excellent work, Graham.
Oh, is this how they get food? Because otherwise they'd starve to death.
You better hide.
Hide. I'm not doing anything. That was all.
I can't stand that soggy woman. Won't even speak to her.
V, that's not very nice.
Might not be nice, but it's true.
You've never been one to give the time of day to people you don't like.
Seriously, she looks like a melted marshmallow.
Everything tip-top up here. Ah, how are my delicate little flowers?
We're splendid, Hagatha. Thank you.
Looks like you lovelies missed a spot.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on here.
What was that?
Nothing.
That's right, dearie.
Sneaking.
A good princess should keep her thoughts on the inside. Just like we
Pulling that cape.
Out of place.
So she's OCD?
Aftershock?
They want me to run. They don't want me to attack her.
Oh, sweetie. We'll need to continue working on your awkward bungling. Looks like my garden needs to be weeded.
Zards, this part went so smoothly the last time I told it.
Maybe you should have tested it more.
Well, let's see, continue, and then let's hit pause and let's go ahead and end the recording here. We've been going an hour, but the first 25 minutes of that was kind of unimportant, like little quests that should have been in the main story. I kind of get the feeling we might spend the rest of this chapter stuck in this tower, and that might explain why there were so many extra scenes that we didn't use and we just walked through, and why there was a couple of extra puzzles happening at the beginning. But it does certainly feel awkward, and it feels weird that we're doing platforming and climbing more along the lines of an Assassin's Creed game than a point-and-click adventure. Anyways, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.